What's up, guys? Welcome to another Grub N Talk podcast.
Hello.
Today's podcast will be a little bit different, okay? We're gonna start it with a little bit of on the darker end. But Andy, so you were telling me about a story about one of your close coworkers that
Yeah.
recently just
He was my friend too, but yeah, he was also a coworker. But the reason why it kind of hit me is because he was so young and he was a master tech, so he's kind of like the guy I looked up to. Like that's what I'm trying to be. For you guys that don't know, I work on cars. Like that's what I do for a living. So my goal is to be a master tech. So it's kind of like the older brother or like the teacher, like the sensei, and he gave me good advice and he taught me some cool things and he was a good guy and he was like an older brother and yeah, he was like 34 and he passed away. So that
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
sucks, because I mean, no one wants to see people die, especially people that they know, especially people that they share memories with. That's like one of the worst things you could really go through.
I mean, and so he obviously he wasn't your family member, but he impacted your life as a family member, because your goals and some of your goals and some of your dreams were to be like him.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
It was like your role model in a way.
An aspirational role model, yeah. Not, well, like a big brother figure.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's like, I'm the oldest in my family. So yeah, it's kind of like, I don't really have.
You never had that older brother, that older figure to, kind of like follow the footsteps. I get you because I'm in the same boat because I'm the eldest. So you kind of like go at it day by day.
Yeah.
You're the eldest too, right?
Yeah.
No, my
really?
sister's been older.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
I know. You guys always forget.
What about you, bro?
I'm the youngest.
Oh,
This
See,
conversation
the
ain't for
baby.
You, bro.
yeah.
This conversation.
So
ain't for
how'd
Me
you,
too, I'm the baby.
How'd you find out he passed away?
It's a trip. Check this out. But before we get to that, I just want to say one thing. And not just him. There's a lot of people in my life that impact me who I look up to like that because, like he said, you don't really have that older brother. So a lot of different people could be that older brother at a certain time in your life. And that's kind of how I see older people, like people older than me. Because at the end of the day, they have more knowledge and they have more wisdom here. And they can teach me things that I don't even know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what happened was I was at work and some dude who's a mechanic from another place pulls up to visit a mechanic where I work, and they're like friends. So sometimes, I'm not gonna say anything that I do on camera because I don't want to lose my job. But we got to the point where he was like, I mentioned an old place I used to work at, and he was like, "Oh, do you know so and so?" And I was like, "Yeah, that was cool." Like I told him, and he was like, "Oh, he passed away." I was like, "What?" Like just like that. I was like, "What happened?" He's like, "Yeah, he got like 3 heart attacks."
Oh
my
shit!
God.
Was he older or young?
He was young, but he had his health issues. He was a bit overweight,
Mm.
He got like COVID and then he had like pneumonia.
Oh, so his immune
system.
system's already down.
Yeah, it's life, I mean, some people live differently. They choose to do different things. So that's how he was, And yeah, he told me, and I was like, "Yo, you're fucking with me." I didn't believe it, but he was like, "Yeah, bro," because like this is like in any industry. This isn't just automotive because this is anywhere where people have connections and network. In the automotive industry and in any other industry, people know each other even if they work in different places. He told that because of that they know each other, right? So I was like, all right. I was kind of like the feeling you get when they tell you someone dies. It may be different for certain people, but for me, sometimes it's like disbelief, and it's kind of like a trip, like a dream. Like, fuck, is this real? Like
you don't know that it's real yet.
You gotta process it. You gotta
you have to
actually
process
see
it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the first friend that I've had pass away.
Oh shit!
So it's like I just
Dude, I'm
I feel bad
sorry.
for him
Yeah.
because it gets to the point where when you think about the memories you share with those people, it's like instead of me, he told me, "Hey, buy me a Monster from there," and I was like, "Yeah, I got you, bro," and I get him a Monster or a Red Bull. Instead of doing that, I could have made different choices that could have impacted his life, and I didn't. And that always kind of fucks with me when my friends die because I start to think maybe I should be a better person, and maybe that small impact every day. Instead of me buying him Red Bulls and me buying him water, which I try to often, but he always wanted like the energy drinks and shit, which is another issue that he had.
Right.
Mm.
So long story short, I'm not saying I'm the one that caused it because there's other people, and I didn't speak to him for a while because I quit my job more than like 6 months ago, But that it's kind of like when I think about stuff like that, I think about, wow, I really could have just said like, nah, bro, water only, and that could have maybe made a difference in his life, and he would probably still be here today, but he's not. So
Yeah, but you can't put that on your
I'm not saying I blame myself completely because it's life.
Well, no, you're
People
not.
die,
No,
yeah.
but you're not blaming yourself completely. But I mean, honestly, sometimes I think you just have to cherish the
memories, yeah.
good memories,
Yeah.
because you make good or bad decisions. I mean, obviously they're decisions, but it's not like you're pointing a gun at the dude and be like, "Yo, you got to drink this shit."
No,
Mhm.
true.
You know, it's not like you're forcing somebody to drink something. If you wanted that,
No, yeah.
at the end of the day, we're all adults and we are
Jesus.
conscious of our decisions, which I get though, because you're
Yeah.
like, dude, maybe little things I could have done differently that would have impacted his life, but maybe not.
Yeah.
But maybe not.
But
I
then
get that.
again, I mean, some people, if you try to, not saying him, but
No,
in
I know what
general,
you're
if you
saying,
try to help people, sometimes they don't want the help either.
Yeah.
So you gotta
Yeah.
kind of find a balance
Yeah.
too.
No, I mean,
It-
sometimes
yeah.
people do see that as like, you know what, you do care. Maybe I should try, and then they end up being in a good situation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It goes different ways.
It's
Yeah.
crazy that you're talking about this and that you were talking about this earlier in the chat, because today I was going through what's it called, TikTok, and I swear, bro, the government's listening.
Oh,
And
definitely.
What?
this TikTok of like a sad song, an artist was singing to his dad, and like started playing, and I started listening to it, dude, and I just got like all these, like the chicken, what is it called, chicken skin?
Goosebumps?
Goosebump chicken skin.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because you really don't know how much time somebody has in this world until they're gone and you
Mhm.
don't see them again.
True.
And a lot of times we don't value the small little things, like value to just even go say hi, or hey, how you doing, do a little pop by, or visit once in a while, or spend some quality time. And we don't value that, and we kind of like just brush it to the side. On another day,
Yeah.
and you don't know that the next day you
You're
wake
not
up
gonna
and
have that other day.
they're not gonna have that other day.
Yeah.
It's freaking life's short. A lot of people live up to like 100 years, 100 and something.
Not even that anymore.
80s is like
Yeah.
the goal.
I heard the life expectancy is higher though now because
Now?
of medication and the science behind everything.
I highly doubt that because of the pollution in the air and everything that we're eating and everything. That's all just fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on your health overall too.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah,
most people,
because like how
depend.
they say, like with like people who are now like in their 50s, 60s,
Yeah.
they didn't eat that many processed food, but they smoked more. They were
Oh,
around
yeah.
people who smoked more, and
Back in
pollution
their day,
was worse
yeah.
too. What I hear,
People-
pollution was worse before.
People are just worse nowadays. The world's more fucked nowadays. I'm not saying it's never been this bad, but I feel like just things are coming to light now. Things are being shown that weren't shown 10 years ago.
Mhm.
Things are being shown or revealed to people that just weren't there, but they've always been there. But I guess it's like now we're like
more
open.
aware of
Yeah.
it too. Yeah.
That's true, but just spending. Let me go back to that. Just spending that
Yeah.
quality time, like with your family members, with your parents, your relatives, your brothers, your sisters, your aunts. Because you really don't know. Like honestly, you freaking really don't know.
look, when your dad went through that,
Oh
I
yeah.
felt like fucking shit, dude, because I love him, dude. He's my deal. Like I remember when I was a little shit,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't take the time to see him.
Yeah.
I didn't visit for a minute, and it's like, damn, you'll never really know. So the first time I saw him after that, when I saw him walking, like it was the best feeling ever.
Yeah. Well, what he's referring to is like my dad, not to maybe what is like a year or 2 years ago. So my dad's a dialysis patient. He had a kidney, but his kidney wasn't functioning correctly. So instead of like water leaving the system,
Mm-hmm.
he was retaining the water. So he was legit drowning in his own water. He had water in his lungs and shit like that. So they had to intubate him, and like that he can breathe. And he was very critical. My dad would look like he was white, like it just didn't
Like pale ghost.
pale ghosty.
You were talking, it sounds like he was drowning.
Yeah.
Mm.
And exactly, he would talk and it sounded like he was drowning, and it just makes you think like, fuck, dude. And at that time, like I wasn't really seeing my parents that much.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't, kind of like like not in a good place, and I wasn't really seeing my parents, and it wasn't on them. It wasn't like something like we
It was just because you
we
lived
fell
far.
off. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I was living, I was making my life and all that shit. And that time I wasn't seeing them much, and it was crazy because when I was working and they hit me up, hey, we're going to the hospital. I'm like, what happened? Oh, my dad, blah, blah, dude, I got out of the hospital right away. I mean, at a work right away, and I went to the hospital. And it was like, it was crazy fucking seeing him, dude. It was crazy seeing him. And then, you know, obviously at that time, you don't really grasp what's going on. Like, hey, this is bad. You know, this is dangerous, you know?
It takes a while.
Exactly. But you don't also grasp like, shit, dude, I haven't seen them for like a long ass time.
Dude, trust me, I didn't see him for like 2-3 years, like since like I was in high school.
Yeah.
Like, it was bad because I was like, dude, like out of all my relatives, he's like one of the coolest ones, and he's never mean to me. Like he's always been kind to me, so I'll always remember that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he's someone I really cherish, man. That's why I appreciate you guys, because
Straight
you guys are
up.
these kids. You know, I like out of all my family from my mom's side, I probably have the most memories with you guys. And
Probably.
with you guys, you know, and it's. I love
You guys
that,
are like
you know?
brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you guys. I mean, I wouldn't want to see you guys go away either. You know?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, have you guys, and it just kind of like puts it in perspective. Like sometimes we're having a rough patch with people, or sometimes we just don't get along with somebody, and because of those stupid hard feelings, you know, we miss opportunities to spend time with them. You know, have you guys ever been through something like that where you're like, you don't think about it like that, because at the meanwhile your head's like yeah, life's going on. Your head's like, fuck this, you know.
I mean, for a while, I didn't talk to my mom for almost a year when I moved away.
Right.
But I mean, we're great now.
Yeah.
I go over to her house like maybe once a week and check up on them.
And you try to spend time with her.
Yeah, try to just spend time. I mean, I think it's important because there was a point where I didn't even know if I was gonna talk to her, dude. Yeah.
Because it's sad to think about it like this, but you know, at one point in your life, that person's not gonna ever see you again. You know, or you might not ever see that person
here one
again,
day and gone the next. Yeah.
You know, and it's like shit. It puts a little bit of perspective, and it humbles you a bit. That whatever issues you got really going on, they're not that big of a issues to not spend that quality time with them. And you know, like you were saying, like, yo, I wish I could have done this. I wish I could have done that. And I think that you got to take that to your own life and apply that shit.
That's what I've been trying.
It's like, have you ever heard of that people that say, okay, here's a pen and a paper. Write to me, right now. Write what you want people to say at your funeral.
Oh,
about
wow.
yourself.
That's interesting.
I never heard of that. I never thought.
Yeah.
Of that.
What do you want people to
Say-
have your legacy, or like what's it gonna be?
like,
Crazy.
you know, and then, but you got to be honest with yourself and write like, fuck, I could have tried harder. I could have done this better. I could have blah, 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 blah. And you're writing all these
That's
fucking
self-reflection.
yeah. And you're writing all these fucking regrets, dude, that you're like, shit. Like it kind of gets you thinking like, maybe I can do more.
And I can be nicer, and I can try to care more about people around me. I know. That's what I'm feeling.
And it
right
doesn't
now,
have to be like
yeah.
financially. It can be like socially. Like, hey, I want to be nicer. You know what? I want to travel the world. I wish I would have traveled the world. You
well,
know
all
what?
of us let's list a couple. How about you start, Alex? What's like a couple things that you want to do more of, like, so it won't be a regret when you die.
Yeah.
Like a list.
Name like 3, and then we'll just go.
Yeah, we'll just go.
like for example, right now, like say you're, you know, knock on damn wood, but your life ends tomorrow. What would you want people to say about you?
Or what would you want to accomplish?
Yeah.
College, probably travel, check out some new places that I've always wanted to go that I haven't like ever had the chance to go, and then like for remembrance, probably be just you know, chill, outgoing. You know, he got along with everyone, and you know, was like kind of like that.
And you feel like you're accomplishing all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like no like bad like. No one ever had like no one ever remembered me saying like something bad about them or stuff like that. Like, you know, this guy was like, you know, he was like, you know, kept it cool.
Straight. Now, is there any things that you're like, do you know what? I wish I could improve on that I still am alive that I can actually improve on? Or you're pretty like, you feel like you're pretty accomplished all around?
Or things you want to do before you die, kind of
like
thing.
things that are important to you, that actually like to you have value. Because we can all say, oh, I want to travel, or I want to, you know, lose 10 pounds or whatever. But if they don't have value to you,
Look,
then
I can give an example.
Okay, you go.
I wish I was a better brother to my siblings when they were growing up.
well, yeah.
That's one of those things where I'll admit I was an asshole to them. That's just because I was going through a lot, and my family was going through a lot, and I was just like, I was on some young shit, like fuck everybody,
Right.
fuck the world,
Mhm.
Skate and destroy, like skate and fucking smoke and party and like, fuck school, like stupid shit like that, and because my family, and they're always blaming it on something, right? But not myself, But as I got older, it's like, yeah, I would have wanted people to remember me as a better person, but sadly, I know my siblings, although they won't be able to say that when I was younger, I'm trying to change that now so they can say, you know what, as he got older, he matured and he was one of the best people in my life. And that's what I'm trying to change.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, at least you're there, you're here, on time to make an effort and actually try to accomplish and change it.
Mhm.
For example, like myself, when I wouldn't go visit my parents for what, like 3-4 months,
Mhm.
sometimes even more, because I was in a very toxic relationship, and it was complicated. It was complicated trying to survive on one thing, to be able to try to step with the other foot on the other direction to go do something else. So it was complicated, and I'm not gonna lie. So in that, I'm not gonna put all the excuses that, well, that's all enabled me, because if I really wanted to try, I would have done it.
Mhm.
But once I kind of like shook that off, now I see my parents every day. I see, not every day. Actually, yeah, every day, because
Pretty much every day.
because they live in Ontario, and
Yeah.
everything I do, my work, my gym, my boxing is on it is that way.
Bro, keep it that way.
More than I do.
That's beautiful.
Exactly, and he lives there.
And he lives there.
Yeah,
Keep
and
it that way, bro. It's great.
but it's a sad topic, but at the time, also it's a beautiful topic.
It is.
And like high key, I always said, when I pass away, I don't want people to cry, bro. I want people to celebrate, but I want them to celebrate because they're like, yo, this dude lived a fucking life. Like, this dude lived a fucking life. Sometimes, you know what? It's kind of left field, but sometimes I just start analyzing drug dealers. I'm like,
What?
wait, hold it.
Yeah.
Because those motherfuckers sometimes live in 1 year more than we lived in 10 years.
Okay.
Bro.
Okay. I see where you're going with this.
Looking at Narcos too. Exactly.
Like there's a lot of people but you got to think about it. Like, I mean, I wouldn't go that route, but what they're doing is they're taking a lot of fucking risks.
They're saying, fuck it. I'm grabbing.
They're just living their life.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I see what you're
Like,
saying.
there's a lot
So
of,
instead of like being in fear and
Exactly.
taking the risk,
Like-
you know what? And that's mine. For a very long time, I was afraid to take a step forward to make changes in my life.
Yeah.
And that's something I'm working on, and I'm continuously getting better at. I feel like I am in a better place doing that now. But that would be something that I want to still accomplish, still do, is not let fear get in the way of doing something.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And it's crazy because you think about it. This year, how old are you?
25.
This year you're 25. Next year you'll be 26, and you never be 25 for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Bro, isn't that
Almost there.
fucking mind
I'm
blowing?
not there yet, but you're there, and you're about
No.
to be there.
But how old are you?
I'm 22. Yeah.
Next year you'll be 23, and you'll never be
I know.
22
That's
again,
how I
bro.
feel about being 17. That's how I feel about being 18. That's how I feel about high school. That's how I feel
Mhm.
about a lot of things. I look back and I'm like, fuck. If I would have done different things, I would have still had those things, and I could have still enjoyed them. But I don't. For example, some relationships that were good,
Mhm.
certain cars that I had that I fucking enjoyed them. Certain connections I had with
Mhm.
people. Just certain things that you kind of look back and you're like,
You wish you could have changed or done
Yeah.
differently. But the thing is that you realize that, and obviously you can't do anything about it now. So the only thing you can do now is the absolute best you can to make it better for
Right.
yourself. That's what
Right.
it comes down to.
that's what kind of
Yeah.
gives people purpose. It kind of
Mhm.
gives me purpose sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, honestly, in a world now where like life is so fast,
Yeah.
there's a
Everything is
million-
like this.
million things are traveling.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's very hard to slow it down. Like, for example, my
And
co
just to enjoy little things.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
My coworkers and I were talking today. I'm like, look, and she was like, oh, thank God the week's over already. It went so fast. I'm like, honestly, it's a good thing and a bad thing.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's a good thing because yeah, it's over, but it's a bad thing because like it went like that.
Yeah.
That's another week gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like another week gone in your
Mhm.
life.
Yeah.
What did we accomplish? If it was a great week, okay, fuck it.
No,
Great
yeah.
week. Let's mark it down. But if it wasn't a great week, it's like, what did we do?
Mhm.
But yeah, I feel that, and it's sad that people live for the weekend sometimes. Like, I'm not trying to bash on those people because I feel like that's the whole world.
Mhm.
But it's fucked up that some of us live and work and do things, and we're kind of just like, When is it Friday?
But you know what?
Wednesday,
That's kind of that's so true. That's the culture that we live in.
Yeah.
It's like let's work our asses off. Let's
And
work
party on the
hard,
weekend.
and then let's be free on the weekend. I mean, that's not the case for everyone. I mean, it's not the case for me because
No,
I do
yeah.
work weekends. You
She's
know, it
like,
just
'cause I
depends.
work the weekend.
But yeah, I mean, when you do have it off, it's like, oh, I'm free, and then what do? Sometimes you absolutely do nothing. You just sit at home and relax,
And I think-
and that's fine too.
And it's fine
But it's
because
totally fine.
It's like I was
Yeah.
watching. Here we go, getting TikTok. I was
Oh.
watching this TikTok where this guy's like, "Yeah, bro, not all of us want to be fucking hustlers. Not all of us want to make $1 million. Some of us just want to go to our 9 to 5 and collect a check and get our
That's
health
so-
insurance
that's
made
true.
and
That's
call it a
true.
day. And it's fair. It's fair, and you know. And you that's valid, and it's your fucking life, and you can do whatever the fuck you want, you know. But personally, I want to take fucking risks, dude, because I've always caught myself like not taking the risk, and then you're always stuck with that. What the fuck if? What if?
Mhm.
What if? You know, and what kind of fucking life is that? And so that goes back to my fucking point. That goes back to my point.
Yep.
And maybe they're not the best example, but fucking narcos, dude. So these fools be living, more in one
lives.
fucking year than we live in fucking 10 years.
Their lives are like movies. Literally,
That's what I'm
it's either
saying.
a movie about I'm trying to fucking survive, gunfights, fucking drugs, or it's like I'm fucking chilling with my big ass mansion, bitches, parties, family, homies. It's just a movie.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it's fucked because you can't have a normal life.
Yeah, or it's like like movie stars or business owners or fucking parents that just love to fucking see their kids every weekend in soccer. I mean, that's their shit.
My dad.
They took a risk to fucking have kids, and now they gotta do that. But it's just like taking risks before it's too late.
True.
You feel me?
That's how you truly
Live your life.
Live your
Yeah,
life.
you gotta fucking live a fulfilled life.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. When I die, I want to be like, yo, celebrated for life, not just for the legacy I left behind, but for the fucking life I lived.
Mhm.
A quality fucking life, not a just just here and there. No, like, hey, this motherfucker lived life. Period.
Sure. I
Like,
know that's how Drake feels.
exactly right,
Yeah,
exactly,
dude, I look at that fool
bro.
and I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
fuck your bed, bro.
Like,
Really,
bro, maybe I'll never become a famous rapper and shit like that. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll drop a Trigger View mixtape, y'all.
Hey.
I'll be on that bitch too. You already know.
Oh, and he's gonna drop those beats on there.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
I'll spit on that shit too. Fuck. Yeah, I'll rap on it.
Maybe I never become a famous rapper. Maybe I never become a famous ball player, but I become the best version of me.
yourself that you could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
And like the best version of all of us that we can be and actually fucking live life and feel life. Like, for example, this last year, I think we've traveled more than
You guys have traveled a lot
Ever.
this
I'm trying
year.
to travel, bro. I need
Yeah.
to
ever.
too, yeah.
And it's been out of the norm. And I used to be in the mindset where like, hey, don't take time off. Hey, don't take time off. because
You're
you
more
got-
in the mindset. I don't want to spend shit. I don't
That
want to
too.
spend any
That too.
money
That
on
too.
myself.
Hey,
That
but
too.
that's not bad either.
No, that's not bad either.
Yeah.
I mean, he
because you gotta
Yeah.
prioritize. But I was in the
Yeah,
mindset
yeah.
like, hey, don't take time off because you have to go to work
Mm-hmm.
because you have responsibilities, blah 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 blah. But then you honestly got to think about it like, yeah, you have responsibilities,
Mm-hmm.
but
you have a responsibility to yourself
self first.
to be mentally stable, to be mentally healthy.
Yeah.
And you got to take that time sometimes for yourself to refresh yourself, to
Right.
restart your flow too.
But like I said,
example, where's a recent place that you traveled to where you're like, oh yeah, this is totally what I needed?
bro, check this shit out.
I need
So
to-
every time my uncle invites us, shout out to Uncle G.
Uncle G.
Chucky watches our shit. Every time our uncle invites us to places, bro,
Yeah.
it's not an all exclusive.
Yeah.
High Kid's an all exclusive. That dude comps everything, bro.
Oh, nice.
Like the trip, the fucking food, the alcohol, the golf. We just went not too long ago to this place, dude. We golfed for like 3-4 days, I think it was.
Oh, I saw that on there.
Yeah,
That's
it was
another story.
Yeah, it was just epic, bro. It was just golfing and drinking, eating, and just good conversation, good
That's where you
vibes.
get to live your movie, bro.
That's what I'm
For a
saying.
couple days,
Yeah,
you know?
and
That
I'm
was
like,
your Cabo Wabo movie,
bro.
or
And
whatever.
no. But I want to live that shit more than
Oh,
just one
definitely.
weekend.
That's
Yeah.
But then I'm like,
yeah.
I think about that, bro, and I'm like, you know what? I want to do that same shit for other people. You know?
You want to give it back.
Yeah, we're like.
that's me too.
We're like,
Me
we're
too.
like, homeboy doesn't even check the fucking check, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
He just signs that.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to be able to do that someday for others.
Yeah,
That'll
like
be awesome.
hell yeah, bro. Because it's a dope feeling, dude. Where you're like, I just come here to enjoy life.
Yeah, and it's not that you want to show off or anything like that. It's that you just want others to be able to feel.
You're sharing your blessings.
Yeah,
That's
you're sharing your
what I'm
blessings.
saying,
There
bro.
you go.
That's what I'm saying.
Right
And it's
there.
like, it's a beautiful feeling. And it's like, okay, you're enjoying life. I'm like, shit, I could probably make more moments like this,
Mhm.
you know? But it all goes back to like just taking those risks.
Mm-hmm.
Taking those risks and prioritizing, but also prioritize yourself first. You always have to prioritize yourself first. Because if you're not prioritizing yourself first, and if you're not taking those risks and doing shit to your full potential, always trying to give it all, you know? And that's why I like sports, because really good athletes give it all.
Mhm.
You know, decent athletes, do okay. But you know, but you got those people that don't make it because they don't give it all.
It's the ones
Mhm.
like Messi and Cristiano that you'll always remember for.
Well, yeah, but those guys are naturally gifted. They were like, God said, you will be Lionel Messi.
Soccer.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but there's always going to be people like that. I mean, those aren't the only examples, you know.
Yeah.
But just like Jimi Hendrix too. I mean, you know, like
Mhm.
other people. It's like there's just those people
Where
that
life
are
is
like,
taken away from you too soon too. Yeah.
And there's always those type of people that you're like, you know what, like, dude, they lived a fucking good life, and
Mm-hmm.
you always look back at like you talk to people and they're like, oh yeah, I know who Jimi Hendrix is. Oh, I know who this is. Oh yeah, like, I'm pretty sure. Like
Yeah.
I said, back to Drake because I really like Drake. He's
Mhm.
a good musician, like one of my favorite rappers too. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna talk about him forever. Like he's gonna be in conversations for like a long ass time. He's an artist of the decade. And he's a fucking rapper.
Yeah. And dude, like we say, it's not even about being famous. It's about being the best version of yourself and getting out of that fucking comfort zone and doing more, taking risk, but also doing it because like one day you're not gonna be here no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but also share it with the people you love. Share it with the people that you know that.
And if you're blessed enough to
Right.
to treat other people, do it.
Why not?
Yeah.
Screw it. Yeah, guys. So this was a different podcast. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed.
All right.
Honestly, like,
And we're
it's-
celebrating with those fireworks they're doing in the
Yeah.
background. It's popping right now.
Now y'all know where Studio C is at. Just look for those fireworks. But yeah, guys, this was a great podcast. If you guys stayed all the way to the end, you guys are the true MVP. Thank you from all of us for making the dream happen. You guys are honestly the true MVPs. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button a million times.
Share that. Share it.
Yeah. Comment down below if you guys, you know, had somebody pass away or how somebody has impacted you guys from the passing. Guys, we're out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bro.
Thank you. That was great, guys.